Hi guys, it's me again. Week 3, Discussion 2, the need for information security debrief. I'm also including a quick advising session for BS Cyber in this discussion. Let's go. So this time I had a stomach virus delaying my debrief. I hope that we're done with illness in my house. As an update, though, Reese is doing much better. We have a different drug regimen. We hope for as few seizures as possible. She's actually back to where she was a couple of years ago. Happy, annoying, bothering my other dogs, demanding we rub her. We love it. Keep thinking good puppy thoughts for my sweet Reese girl. I'll put these reminders on each debrief, but I'm not going to read them again. Follow the rubric. Interact with people who respond to your post if you can, if you have time to do so. Many of you commented that cybersecurity professionals had lots of different job titles. While the government has standardized for some position, you still have state and city and localities that haven't standardized. In private industry, they're all over the place. So you have to read through the job description, scanning for what you do well and or what you want to do. Business or cybersecurity analyst positions are a catch-all for all sorts of cyber positions as well. So you could see any of these, which are majors that you might see, or names for other names for cybersecurity, or anything else. Job hunting ain't for the faint of heart, as this person shows. Many of you noted the shortage of cybersecurity professionals. Even with growth in the number of people who are choosing cybersecurity as a major, like many of you, there still aren't enough qualified U.S. citizens to fill the positions available. An important question from this discussion board is, how can organizations effectively address this talent gap in cybersecurity while ensuring their employees stay updated on emerging threats? Organizations often need professionals in advanced roles, and since cybersecurity is a separate and distinct field from computer science, information systems, and software engineering has only recently become a distinct major, firms may have difficulty finding the highly experienced professionals needed. So what do? They may turn to H-1B visas as they have in the past, but that can veer off into political divisiveness. These visas allowed organizations to hire highly qualified professionals in certain fields. As you can see, for 2024, almost 50,000 H-1B visas were granted to Amazon, Infosys, Google, Meta, Microsoft, Apple, and others. 50K. In my opinion, they could train new graduates, offer co-op and internships to train them, and or engage with universities like us to ensure the graduates are receiving the curriculum needed to be successful. We do engage with industry through our advisory board and the government through our NSA certification as a Center of Academic Excellence in Cyber Defense. We seek experiential learning opportunities where possible, where we can bring in real world projects for you to work on. That can go on your resume and electronic portfolio too. Keep up with that. You never know when a job might show up. One thing that I strongly believe, if the CISO or similar title doesn't report to the CEO, then the organization may not have a strong enough focus on cybersecurity. People may not notice cybersecurity until bad things happen. The person in charge of cybersecurity, needs to be a C-level executive, just like their CFO, CIO, and COO counterparts. Or sometimes they're called VPs or directors in some organizations. As you went through this week's readings and videos, did you find a position that interests you? What roles or tasks you should be able to perform? Or are there some roles you think you will be able to perform likely at the end of the BS Cyber program of study? Pen testing, system hardening, and lots more. You'll learn how to do many of those in later classes, as we discuss shortly. Do you want to be hands-on tech support or customer service, which is one of the most desired skills for cybersecurity professionals? Gone are the days where the techie nerd sits in the corner by themselves, wearing glasses, eating frozen pizza, and drinking Dr. Pepper or coffee. The cybersecurity professional needs to be able to communicate quickly, efficiently, and clearly to both technical and non-technical audiences. When an incident occurs, crisis management comes into play, and the cybersecurity professional must be able to respond to stop the attack, but keep the details for law enforcement, communicate with legal authorities, communicate with internal executives, and sometimes communicate with the public. If not, the cyber professional must be able to let that person know, whoever communicates, what to say to the public. Cybersecurity must be designed into every aspect of the organization, including manufacturing, when setting up login policies like biometrics and multi-factor authorization, and policies and training to deal with people who bring their own devices with them to the workplace. How do you secure the workplace when everyone has a personal phone, tablet, and laptop in their backpack? That's why they hire you. You have many options as a cybersecurity professional, and you may decide to go down other paths depending on your interests and the needs of the firm where you're working. And everyone may be called an analyst, whatever that might mean. You may choose the path not taken or start moving toward management. If you're interested in doing that, I encourage you to consider an MBA at some point in the future or another graduate degree. I'm going to take this opportunity to do a little advising. I hope you don't mind. If you do, skip over the next 4 slides. Let's start with the Upper Division Technical Core. You're in Cyber 3100, which goes through the principles of cybersecurity. You have successfully started. Yay! Cyber 3200 is network security. It provides a foundation for securing networked information systems, including tools, techniques, and technologies to use. Cyber 3210 is client system security. It explores control of vulnerabilities, computer architectures, and operating systems, and examines technical methods of protecting computer information systems clients. Next is Cyber 3300, management of cybersecurity in a global environment. This one explores management aspects of cybersecurity, including the policies, procedures, and staffing needed to organize and administer cybersecurity. Next is Cyber 4200, perimeter defense. This course explores cybersecurity techniques, tools, and technology to protect an organization's network infrastructure. Evaluation, selection, deployment, and administration of firewalls, VPN, IDPs, and other applications used to defend organizational networks and information assets from attacks are examined. Cyber 4220 is server system security, which covers detailed technical knowledge needed to protect computer server information systems through platform computer hardware components and server network devices and interfaces. It explores structure and usage of common server operating system from a cybersecurity perspective, as well as maintenance and operational issues of computing systems. Finally is Cyber 4330, incident response and contingency planning. This course covers contingency planning, including incident response, disaster recovery, and business continuity. These 7 courses comprise the Upper Division Security Core, and are all required courses for the BS Cyber. Let's take a look at the upper division technical core. First is Cyber 3123, Hardware and Software Concepts. This course provides an overview of computer organization and architecture, machine language, and modern language, and examines various hardware and software components. Next is Cyber 3423, Operating Systems Concepts and Administration, which is an introduction to operating system principles, including memory management, peripheral device management, file system management, and process management. Projects are completed to illustrate classroom concepts. Cyber 4323 is Data Communications and Networking. In this course, fundamental concepts of computer networking are covered, including properties of signals and media, information encoding, error detection and recovery, LANs and WANs, network topologies, backbones, routing, internet protocols, and security issues. Cyber 4423 is Linux Unix administration. Topics include system administration, file system and access permissions, regular expression, common tools and utilities, and network service configuration. Hands-on exercises illustrate the concepts introduced. With the upper division security and technical courses, you will gain a deep understanding of cybersecurity and will be able to do cybersecurity stuff. Keep it in an electronic portfolio or update your resume regularly so you know what you have done and what you can do. And of course, you have a capstone course, Cyber 4810, Cyber Defense. This course brings everything together and lets you illustrate how you would protect computer systems and networks through policies, controls, procedures, processes, CETA, etc. Putting it together in a flowchart, here are all the requirements. You should meet with your advisor at least once a year to make sure you're on track to graduate. Advisors are available to meet on Teams for online students. Please use their expertise. You're welcome to ask me questions as well. A couple of things to note here. Several courses are prereqs for other courses. For instance, you've already completed the programming courses prior to taking Cyber 3100 and 3123. Cyber 3100 is in a prereq for Cyber 3200 and Cyber 3300, while Cyber 3123 is a prereq to Cyber 3423 and 4323. Similarly, Cyber 3423 is a prereq to Cyber 4423, while Cyber 4323 and Cyber 3200 are prereqs to Cyber 4200, and 3300 is a prereq for Cyber 4330. Cyber 4423 and Cyber 4200 are both prereqs for Cyber 4220, which is only offered in the long semester, fall and spring, due to the workload and the time required to accomplish all the learning outcomes. Finally, Cyber 4220 is a prereq to 4810, which is the capstone. There are lots of prereqs in place because you learn how to do important cybersecurity tasks along the way. You build upon those tasks and use the information from one class to help you succeed in future classes. If possible, you don't want to drop a class. It is a prereq for other classes. I'll put a copy of the flowchart in the Q&A discussion board and attached to this presentation in case you don't have it. You also have DegreeWorks, which tells your progress. You have 3 tracks available, which gives you deeper knowledge in an area that interests you. The 3 tracks are system security, network security, and cybercrime. You choose the track and then take the 3 relevant courses, 9 hours. Here are the courses for the system security track and network security and cybercrime track. Check degree works regularly. Talk to an advisor at least once a year. They are free, which of course means you already paid for them. They also know their stuff, in my experience, and they meet with online students, well, online, in Teams usually, or Zoom, or whatever they meet with, but I think it's Teams. Get advice from them. Ask me. Even after you leave this course, Cyber 3100, I'm going to be around, and you're welcome to ask me for advising help, or if you have questions about the program or related issues. I'm the coordinator for the program, so don't hesitate to reach out. I can't help if I don't know you need it, though. I'm grading week 4, discussion 3 now. Expect a debrief as soon as I finish. By the way, I usually grade in the order received and will publish each grade when I finish. Stay tuned.